Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's our pleasure, and as some of you have already know at this point, there is a summer reading requirement. We were contacted by the Patriots to roll out a new program that they're starting called Read Between the Lines. And I'd like to introduce Mrs. Nagel, who's going to talk about the reading requirements for this summer.
Hello. Okay, we're lucky enough to be associated with the Patriots, but you know they didn't get to where they were going, where they are now, without practice. And practice means feeding the brain. They do exercises, right? Well, reading during the summer is exercise for your brain. If you don't read, you kind of forget things. You know how that first week of school the teachers say, okay, what's a noun? And you're like, oh, I never had that, right? And they're like, yeah, you did. It's because of all the non-exercise that you had with your brain. So we want you to really read this summer, all right? Now, you know that each class, and please don't think it's fifth graders, it's just you, or the sixth graders, it's 5, 6, 7, and even the 8th graders going to high school. You have to read 2 books, one fiction and one nonfiction. Teachers were very nice to come up with a suggested list, which these books are awesome, so I want you to really look at these lists. They can be found at bookstores, in the library, all right? And each group has something different to do. 6th graders over there, you have to read a nonfiction and fiction and fill out some graphic organizers. Bring it in the first week of school. All right? So, no, I'm sorry, 5th graders. Where's 5th? Okay, 5th graders. That you've got to fill out the graphic organizers. Now, 6th and 7th, going into the 7th and 8th, you have a nonfiction form to fill out, but then you have to make sure you've read that fiction book. Take notes if you have to, because the first week of school, your teachers are going to assess you. What does that mean, assess you? Yeah, they're going to give you some kind of test, exactly, on what you read. They're going to do something. All right, so we're asking you to do 2 books. Do you have to do 2? Can you do more? Can you do more? Do you want to do more? Because if you do more, we have a surprise for you, all right? And we have a surprise today, so you know what you have to do. And let's see if we could go above and beyond what you want to do. But we are so lucky because we have Max Lane from the Patriots. He was drafted in 1994. He played 7 seasons with the Patriots. He started at offensive tackle. I tried to get Mr. Texera to tackle him, but he wouldn't go for it. And played in Super Bowl 31. Since retiring, Max has remained an active member of the New England Patriots alumni and the NFLPA retired players. He works closely with the Genesis Fund and also enjoys coaching young linemen at camps around New England. So please welcome Max Lane.
Ooh, how are y'all doing today? How many more days of school? Oh man, I bet you guys are fired up. Well, my name is Max, and I am excited to be here today to help kick off your summer reading program. Sounds like they have some pretty good goals for you guys all set up. You know, everybody talks to you about reading and everything in school, and you're going through it right now, and you're learning, and you're going every day learning all these different subjects, and you're thinking, what am I doing this for? Well, let me tell you that I've got 2 middle school kids of my own, one in 8th grade, one in 6th grade, and it's my job to kind of give them the whole practical, real-life meaning to what you all are doing here. So I'll try to communicate that to you right now. Reading is the foundation for everything that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Whether it's English, you know, obviously you probably think that that's pretty standard, you know, reading. You read a lot in English class and language class. But math class, science class, everything involves reading. And the importance of having good reading habits and forming those at an early age is very important. As we heard earlier, going through the summer, keeping up with that reading so you are fresh in the fall and kind of still have it on the brain is very important. As a football player, you see people, you hear about it all around in sports, that how people are training year round, for sports athletically. There is no more off season anymore when it comes to pro sports. That's the same way when it comes to reading. There is no off season when it comes to reading, because you want to keep your mind sharp and be able, so whenever it comes time to apply that reading in all the other areas of your life come next fall, you're able to do that. As a player, we had a huge playbook. And I don't know if you've seen them before, but they're like that thick. And we have to memorize it, read it and memorize it and know it and be able to do everything that's in that playbook. And so being able to read is obviously a big part of being a professional athlete. And having that foundation that was started way back when we were sitting in chairs like you guys are sitting in today was a big deal. So I would like to impress upon you on embracing this challenge that they've set for you. You guys have to read one nonfiction book and one fiction book, but who says we need to stop there, right? Well, I guess the partnership with the Patriots, having that, they have set aside put a little incentive into this. If everybody here in this room does what they're supposed to do, they will the Patriots will come back in the fall, and you'll get someone much, much cooler than me. You will get somebody that currently plays right now. I'm an old guy. I played back in the 90s. But you'll get somebody that currently plays on the team right now to come back and see you guys and talk to you guys and tell you how great a job you guys did. But everybody in this room has to do it. Now, me playing with the Patriots, you had to take care. You were a part of a team. And you've probably heard those quotes of like there's no I in team. Well, that's true, but there is an M and an E, which is me. And you have to do your part to be a part of that team. So everybody has to do their share so everybody can enjoy and have that reward at the coming in the fall with having the Patriots come back and bring a current player back to congratulate everybody. Now, beyond that, I think I heard that there's there's going to be every person that does it. So if everybody gets it, and the player comes back, everybody will be entered into that drawing, entered into that drawing, and there'll be a selected few that will be out of a random drawing that will be able to have a personal meet and greet with that player. Which that'd be kind of cool. I may try to read a couple books myself and see if I can slide into this contest, because I kind of like to come back for that. So there's the challenge for you guys. I think everybody can do that. I was able to read a couple books whenever I was in middle school, and and the way to do it is just do a little bit each day. Okay, that's the best way to do things. Is just do a little bit each day, and so it doesn't become such a big deal. Okay, right now I am like whenever I end up going. I grew up out in Missouri and ended up going to college at the Naval Academy, and got drafted by New England out of there. But I hadn't finished my degree yet. So now I am currently going back to finish my bachelor's degree. So reading is still a big part of, thank you. So reading is still, but the one thing I'll say about that is, you guys, if college is in your future, do it all the first time, because it's harder the second time around, or at least it's a more of a pain in the butt the second time around. But the way I do it is, I'm going to school. It's kind of funny because I talked to my 8th grader and my 6th grader, Alexis and Hunter, and I'm like, hey, I got a test today, and they're like, they just think it's the funniest thing in the world that their dad is taking exams and writing papers. So, but the way I do it is try to do a little bit each day, so I don't get all, when you come close to a deadline, I don't have to, cram it all in, because that's the worst way to learn. So just do a little bit each day, and it won't be that big of a deal. Okay? I think we're going to open it up for some questions and answers. If you guys have any questions for me. Excuse me? Where, can you stand? Was that you right there with that orange scarf on? All right, can you stand up and say that again? It's called the U.S. Naval Academy, and it's in Annapolis, Maryland. So like when, if you ever heard of like the Army-Navy football games, Roger Staubach went there. You probably don't know him, though. All right. There you go. Yes, I would. Let's see, I was very superstitious. Wore the same thing for every game. I would get to the stadium about 3 or 4 hours before the game and sit at my locker and read my playbook, because I was trying to make sure I was prepared as I could. I would do stupid things like hit the wall with my hands, because I was an offensive lineman, so you punch people. So I would just like punch the wall just to kind of, I don't think it really did anything, but at the time in my head I thought it was doing something good for me. Now I realize I probably really, the wall never did go anywhere. So it really didn't do anything. But yeah, I had some rituals like that. And then just putting together my uniform and my pads and everything a certain way. And I tried to do that, I pretty much did that the same way every game. Yeah, I played in 3 of them. My freshman year I didn't play because I was a freshman. And then my sophomore, junior, and senior year I played, and we won my sophomore year. That was the only one we won. Back in the back. Let's try to get a back row. Look up there in the fluorescent green shirt. You got to stand up and be proud and talk loud. No, the one I played in, we lost to Green Bay. But no, and I didn't get to play with the guys when they went on the streak of winning those 3 out of the 4. Let's see. Let's do it. Anybody over here? Oh, there you go. I can see you. The blue, is that a blue, what is that? Pullover? What is that? Scarf? Okay, all right. I bet you're the man of steel up there. Actually, I have. I've played, I think there is one player left on the team that was a rookie my last year. I know his name. I think you know his name. Tom Brady. Yeah. He was a rookie my last year. He used to go get me Gatorade at water breaks. Because he's a rookie. Huh? No. All right. How many more? Let's do 2 more questions, okay? Let's do right there in the red shirt. Stand up. Tim Tebow. No. I don't know. I like them all. I like them all. All right, last question right here. Excuse me? Oh man, you're asking the wrong person. No, I don't know. We're going to do one. I have no idea. That's above my pay grade. I'm a lower level person. Okay, last question. Make it a good one, okay? Make it a really good one. Pressure is on you. Excuse me? What position did I play? I played offensive line. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for having me here today.
Okay, so how does that sound? You think you can handle it? We want 2 books, but can we do more? Yes, no. All right, here's an idea. You're reading your books. You've done your 2, and you want to be put into that raffle, right, to have a chat with the Patriot player. Then you turn around and say, wait a minute, I'm doing my job, but what about my friends? You can easily make sure your friends are reading their books. Bug them, nag them. Some of you are really good at nagging. Say, come on, read those books, because we want some current Patriot players to come. Guys, and every one of you will get this bookmark for the book that you read, for the books you read this summer. It will be I'm waiting. It will be in the mailboxes, teachers, tomorrow morning, so you can give them out in homeroom. All right? So with that, are you going to read? I cannot hear you. Yeah. Good job, guys. Oh, could I have the students that asked a question please come up for a minute? The students that asked a question. Everyone who asked a question. Come on down. You're going to get a bookmark. Go on over there. All right, thank you for being here. Teachers, you can bring them back.